Dear members, I am your root admin Ramakrishna Reddy, and this is my 7th video. This video is about some unsaturated fatty acids, especially on monounsaturated fatty acids. The video was made. Okay, go through some important unsaturated fatty acids. As I said earlier, the unsaturated fatty acids classified into two basic categories. Those are monounsaturated fatty acids and polyunsaturated fatty acids. Again, polyunsaturated fatty acids are divided into three categories. One is with the two double bonds, unsaturated fatty acids. Another is with the three double bonds unsaturated fatty acids. Another one is more than three double bond fatty acids, like 3, 4, 5, like that. But mainly in vegetable oils, unsaturated fatty acids with mono, di, and tri double bonds are more important. Okay, here below I have given a list of some monounsaturated fatty acids, which contains only one double bond in the hydrocarbon chain. The first one is protonic acid. It contains 4 carbons and one double bond. That is, well, 4:1 we have shown is like that. Here the double bond is from when we count it from the carbohydroxy group, it is between third and fourth carbon. Here you can see, and its molecular weight is 86.09, and its melting point is 70 to 73 degrees centigrade. Next one is 9-myristolic acid. Myristic acid is a saturated fatty acid. This 9-myristolic acid is a unsaturated fatty acids. So myristic acid contains 14 carbons, so you know. Here it contains one double bond, myristolic acid. 9 means the double bond from carbohydrates group is at the 9th carbon. You can see here in this equation, this is COH, first carbon. Here CH2 7 times is the CH2 chain is there 7 times, 7 1 is 8. This is the 9th carbon. Between 9th and 10th carbon, the double bond has taken place. This 9-myristolic acid molecular weight is 254.41 grams per mole, and melting point is 5 degrees centigrade. Next, third unsaturated fatty acid, monounsaturated fatty acid is 9-palmitoleic acid. Palmitic acid is a saturated fatty acid. This 9th palmitoleic acid is an unsaturated fatty acids. We know palmitic acid contains 16 carbons, and the double bond is at 9th carbon. Here in below equation we can see COH, CH2 7 times, and CH, so 9th carbon. This is 9th and 10th carbon. The double bond is 9th carbon. So its molecular weight is 254.41. It is a cis configuration. What is this cis and trans configuration? I will explain in forthcoming lessons or videos. Another one is 6th sulfonic acid. You see, this is also contains 16 carbons. Palmitoleic acid also contains 16 carbons. Both are same, but here the double bond is at 6th carbon. Here above 9th carbon. So it is the isomer of the palmitoleic acid. Isomer is sulfonic acid. It is at the 6th carbon instead of 9th carbon. It is between 6th and 7th. You can see COH 1 carbon, CH2 4 5, 6 to 7 carbon. So at a molecular weight there will be no change. Why? Because it contains both these two, and monounsaturated fat contains 16 carbon. That is why there will be no difference in molecular weight, but there will be change in melting point. Next one is, fifth one is oleic acid. This oleic acid, common oleic acid, monounsaturated fatty acids with 18 carbons it contains. Stearic acid contains 18 carbons, that is a saturated fatty acid. Oleic acid contains 18 carbons and it contains one double bond. So it is a monounsaturated fatty acid, and the double bond is at ninth carbon, and it is in cis configuration. So it is the molecular weight is 282.46. Its melting point is 13.46. Okay. Another monounsaturated fat is 9-allylic acid. It also contains 18 carbons like oleic acid. Only mono bond, but here it also contains its double bond at the 8th carbon. Oleic acid also have its double bond 9th, but here this oleic acid is in trans configuration. That is why its melting point is more. So always trans fatty acids contains more melting point than the cis fatty acids. Next one is 11 vaccinic acid. It also contains 18 carbon like the same oleic acid, but here this double bond is at 11th carbon. So here it is melting point also 44 centigrade. It is also in trans configuration. So it is also trans fatty acid. Only oleic acid with 18 carbons with monounsaturated is only in cis. Both this allylic acid and vaccinic acids are in trans configuration. Next one is gadolic acid. Arachitic acid, saturated fatty acid with 20 carbons. Here, this acid is monounsaturated fatty acid with 20 carbons, and its double bond is at 9th carbon, between 9th and 10th carbon. Another one that also contains 20 carbons, eicosanoic acid, but its bond is at 11th carbon. So it is the isomeric of the 9-gadolic acid, you can say it. So it's also in cis configuration both, so there will be not much difference between the two unsaturated fatty acids. Again, 10th unsaturated fatty acid is uric acid, is the most important fatty acid, monounsaturated fatty acid after the oleic acid of the monounsaturated fatty acid. It contains a double bond at 13th carbon. It contains 22 carbons. This uric acid present in mustard oil, rape and mustard, canola oils. It contains more uric acid. It contains 22 carbons, and its molecular weight is 338.57, and its melting point is between 32 by 35 centigrade. These are the some most important monounsaturated fatty acids. Among them, this oleic acid and uric acid you can find in more quantity in vegetable oils. This oleic acid with 18 carbons at 9th double bond at the 9th carbon, we can find almost on all vegetable oils starting from 6% to 50% in almost all vegetable oils. Now this is the list of monounsaturated fatty acid. Okay.